Good day, everyone. Tim Velasquez with Keller Williams Realty, world class. Thank you for taking the time to check out this short video. Hope you and your family are doing well. The reason why I'm doing this video is a lot of my clients are asking me about how the coronavirus may affect the real estate market going forward. And so today I'd like to share with you three things. The first is how some of these viruses in the past have affected the markets and how some challenging times have affected the real estate industry and what opportunities may be available to us here coming forward. So the coronavirus, is definitely unprecedented. However, there is some research that shows how viruses affected the stock markets in the past, and you can see here on this graph, and the graph shows how the stock market reacted. We do know over time the market had recovered, and we don't know exactly how this virus will ultimately affect our economy. However, what we do know is in the past these things have happened, and the stock market had recovered. So I think what it comes down to is how long this pandemic will last. And there's a lot of questions we have, and I know more answers will come, and we have to take this day by day. So I think that leads us to how this may affect the real estate market. And again, I believe it's best to take an objective view and to see where we may be heading by looking at the past, looking at facts, to see how these other troubling times affected the real estate industry. And in 2009, in the Great Recession, 4.3 million homes still sold. That is existing home sales. And just this last year, 5.3 million existing homes sold. So, I believe homes will still continue to sell. We do need food and shelter. And, I want to show this other graph here that shows 3 of the last 5 recessions, homes still gained value. They still appreciated. You will see, aside from the Great Recession, only one time out of these last 5, the value that was lost was just less than 2%. And a recession is defined by some as 2 consecutive quarters of a drop or declining GDP. So we don't know if that's where we're going to be heading, but we do know the last recession was highly influenced by the real estate industry. It was the epicenter of the crash of the recession, and there was just too much supply. There was really loose guidelines for lenders. You could state your income, there were stated credit scores. Really, literally anyone could get a loan. So I think we're not there right now. I want to show you this quote that was just on this last Tuesday, the 16th, by Lawrence Young, of the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors. You'll see here that the monetary policy change that was just done this last Sunday by the Federal Reserve is the same one that was applied a decade ago during the Great Recession. The lowest rates combined with quantitative easing, and he feels this is the right policy to do during this time to help fight the fear in our country, and it's something that can be easily reversed. If a vaccine came about or if the virus had gone away. So he also states that during the last recession, it was a matter of too much inventory and also loose lending. And today, that there is no subprime mortgage lending and too little supply. And he thinks that the real estate market will hold on much better. So, the last recession was a completely different environment than now. Before the coronavirus struck, the economy was fundamentally strong, and we had some of the lowest unemployment. Unemployment was super low. So I personally believe that real estate is much stronger and will not be the underlying cause of a recession if one does happen. If a recession does happen, I personally think that real estate will hold its value much better than the last Great Recession. And so that, that brings about, what are these opportunities for buyers? There is really low interest rates, and that gives them a lot more buying power. For sellers, it's a lack of inventory, which can create a hot market where you can have multiple offers. So I want to share these two graphs. Just this last week, we had a near 50-year low with interest rates reported by Freddie Mac at 3.29% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. So, and then you can also see on this other graph here that it shows of the last decades the average interest rates and the approximate monthly payments that consumers are paying on their mortgage. And so, lower interest rates can really save you thousands of dollars per year, and I think that's huge. So, we don't know where this virus how it will play out, and I'm praying that'll be temporary. And the bottom line is, I think in these type of times, the best thing to do is look at the facts, look at history, and to just get an idea of where things are going. Um, I want to let you know I'm here for you. If you have any real estate questions, you can call me on my contact information here on this email. And I want to thank you for your continued support with referrals in the past. And I just want to wish you guys well and hope you guys stay safe and stay well. And thanks again for checking out this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.